Hello and welcome, good morning. Very grey day today. Am I going to get blocked in? Not quite. First things first, try and squeeze my way out of this little gap and then we can get on the road. Oh, it's tight on the wing mirror. Just about. Who's folding it in for us? There we go. Wheels are alongside the corner, so it's not going to swing in anymore. And we're now clear. Excellent. Didn't have to get out of the cab. I thought I might have to. Anybody coming? Nope. Straight across to the other side. Swing it around. Trailer's coming round nicely. Bump, bump, bump. Over the not level crossing. And away we go. Yes, the weather is not good. We've got some Arctic weather coming down the next few days. Winter is on its way. The days are noticeably darker and shorter in the evenings and the mornings. Yes, summer this year in the UK has been pretty rubbish. Meanwhile, in the rest of Europe, it's been absolutely scorching. They're crying out for the end of summer. High 30s, low 40s all summer. Meanwhile, us, and I assume Ireland, have been struggling to get out of the mid-20s. To start, to load up, going to Crawley. It's going to be a bit busy there because we've got 3 of our guys there already, waiting to tip this morning, and I'm coming in to load. Where we're going to, I know that we're going to the Messe, which in English means fair, aka Exhibition Centre in Hanover. The IAA truck show. Not a truck show as in a bunch of trucks parked up in a field, truck show as in all the manufacturers turn up with their latest and greatest technology, the newest models that they want to show off. A bit like the truck version of the Geneva Motor Show or something like that. I'll just tip in, maybe get a backload, no idea. Come back empty, we'll find out as time goes on. Nearly here. Now the question is, do I go around the main bit here first, or do I cheekily load up round the back side first? Don't know, usually do the front side first, but there's 3 of our guys here tipping this morning. 2 in the loading bay, 1 parked up. No one else at the minute though, okay. It's a weekday, this gate should be open, it is, excellent. Take it nice and wide to get the trailer around, especially with this one. As it cuts the corner, being a lift axle, just like that. See whether they want me to wait here to load up or go around the other side first. That's about all we can do. Lights are off, that off, engine off. Go and have a walk around and see what's happening, I suppose. Right, one's empty and they want to get me loaded, so I have priority over this guy. Cut across the front of the Merc, clear of it, hook it out to the right. Raise the air suspension a bit because there's a dip here, so I don't want my trailer to hit me. Bring around to the left. Stop before the hedgerows. Into reverse. Lights on because I'm going to need them to illuminate the inside. And start coming back if I can see where I'm going to. I can't see in the main mirror though. Straighten it all up. There we go. About level there. Drop the suspension back down.
Hello. It's slow really for reverse, isn't it?
No. Do you want to say hello to everyone or not? To yourself in a year's time? No. Go on, slag me off on camera. Go on, that's it. Go on.
Oh, you recording?
Yeah.
He's bad at reversing. I'm better.
You drive a Merc, you don't know nothing.
See, yeah, this is the bit I'm...
Are you missing the adapter?
Yeah, that's the bit I'm missing there.
Hello.
If that isn't clipped, I will be so upset.
I should include it especially for you. Oh, it's me, I made it. Hey.
But I just need the bit where it peaks, hello, and back cut. That's it. That's your intro.
I don't do intros.
No, it's not like an intro, but it's just like a like instead of your hello, it's just that.
That's you, hello. Got my air pressure back, good. Some of those boxes are quite heavy. But we are loaded this side. Time to head round the back. Top up with the last little bit and then we are good to go. I should have my carnet around the back because it's not round this side. What do we got? A little bit over 3/4 of a tank. That should be getting me there and back fairly easily. It's a day's drive out, day's drive back. Keep over to the left for a very wide turn. That's possibly wide as you can. How I do that? You can work it out. Watch out for that dangling branch there. Hanover, is that? Okay. Not a huge amount. Almost got it spot on. A little bit too far over to the right. Grab my gloves and then we'll finish up loading. Get paperwork, carnet, check what hall number I need because what hall number determines what entrance I need to use. What else? I think that's it. Get a GMR and then head to Dover. Or CMR and my passport. Big old forest of a carnet got. So we'll send a picture off to get a GMR and then we'll head down to not Seventon because they're useless and my app on my phone no longer seems to work, so I can't book myself in for priority. Either my phone is too old or the app is broken, I don't know. Oh dear, there we go. Keys there, padlocks on, turn this on. Not that I need it because I know where Dover is. And the reverse it back. Give it a little bit of a swing, turning late. And stay right out as wide as we possibly can when you're on that leftmost bay. And the old Mercedes is following me up. That Merc is usually quite fast, so it may overtake me on the M23 before we part ways. No, someone's not happy with someone. What have we got going on here? Flat tyre, back left. It's holding up well considering it's completely flat. Pull into this little emergency area right here. He's slowing down, looks like it. Yep. Limped on to the emergency area. He's not hanging around. It's not quite as fast as the Volvo, I don't think. It would be interesting to see them two running together. But he's not hanging around either. Hello there, good sir. So he's just finished a job from Preston, he's tipped this morning and now heading back to base. Meanwhile I've just loaded and I'm heading out to Hanover. And an interesting development that's just come up. The weekend work has just come out and it says that I'm tipping back there on Saturday from Paris. So I assume, if I haven't got it wrong, head out to Hanover, tip this, run empty to Paris, reload there, and then there's another person loading out of Paris. So potentially 2 of us on one car now, going to be running back to CT on Friday, Saturday. So there we go, parting ways. He's going left, back to the depot. I'm turning right, heading towards Dover. One benefit of not having any foreign work recently is I've managed to miss out on Operation Brock, which they got rid of about a week or 2 ago. Do that ridiculous barcode scanning pass thing to make sure that you join the queue properly, instead of doing something sensible like, I don't know, expand at the port of Dover, which they keep moaning that they don't have enough room to expand. Well then, reclaim land and expand into the port, into the sea. You know, like Calais has done. It can be done. Stick it in this gap here, since there's a space of 2 trailers instead of just the one. Ah, it's the other guys from Paris. I didn't see them. They must be inside. Where's the rigid then? There must be a rigid round here somewhere. The Volvo. I'm going to move forward back a bit because your back end is so far over. I will not stand a chance of getting out my door otherwise. Going to fill this in, drop it off, sit here on break until it's done, and then pick it all up and we'll carry on to the ferry. Right, that's been stamped. They've been taken, front's been stamped. Yellow bit's all been stamped, lovely. Got me authorization. Has come back. That was a fairly swift turnaround, that was. Yeah, there was a guy there trying to collect his car, and he's starting to like mildly kick off. You told me half an hour, and it's been half an hour, and then you told me 10 more minutes, and that's been 10 minutes. You, it's like, don't go off their times. They're just approximate. It's not hard and fast. And yeah, he's complaining that the timing's not good. And I don't want to have to keep coming in here and keep checking all the time, blah blah blah. Well, you don't have to. There's a website. You check if your GMR's been released, like I did, and once it says it has, then you go in. Until then, you're done. Never been in this lane before, so why not take it? Lane A is usually for the unaccompanied trailers, but you're a French truck, so I don't know if you've gone down the wrong lane or not. Okay, waved straight through, no stand. Okay, that's one way of solving the bottleneck problem, I suppose. Just don't do passport control. Lane number 220. I'm at the front. Whee. I'll get to see what's going on for the next hour and a half. 220. 220, yes. I haven't got in the wrong lane. Hi, all good? That's a bit of a dip. Tide's in this morning, no, this afternoon even. It's pretty much as high as it can go, I think. Is this the new one? I think it is the new boat, the double cabbed one. Excellent. Oh, 2 minutes of driving. I think that deserves a break. It's pretty grey out. It's fairly windy. Although it's not the windiest spot on the boat. This is the windiest spot, this corner. And you get on the lee side and it's quite a bit nicer. Well, that was a somewhat rough crossing. 18:35 UK time, so I'm nearing 12 hours. Do I want to push up the road? It's getting late in the evening. I mean, I can get to Hanover in one day tomorrow. And it's always better to start as early as possible, so you can finish as early as possible, and guarantee yourself parking space rather than risk not being able to park and running out of time. I might just get my carnet done and then parking in Calais for the night, 9 off, crack on early in the morning, early-ish. First on, first off. Very nice. Are we coming off two abreast, are we? Okay. Some go left, some go right. It increases turnaround time, so yeah, why not? Holding area now looks like it's being used to store cars. Green status, no parking, exit only. Parking banned for trailers alone. An exit from the park is fine. I'm not green, I'm orange because I've got to do customs. So I can stay here tonight, and I think I will. It's fairly quiet. Tuesday evening and it's this quiet. Should we park in here or next door? We'll go next door. Park in the middle here. Oh, there we go. Call it there. So what's that? Getting towards 7 o'clock UK time, 8 o'clock. Here, so yeah, 9 hours off. Cool. Go do that, clock off, call it a day, and I'll see you in the morning. Morning. The Arctic air has definitely made its way down here. It's certainly chillier than it has been. The rain has finally stopped, but it is still very, very windy. That's the old daily defect sheet filled in, ready to rock and roll. Get the engine going, get some warmth in here. €12 for 1 day's vignette, so I'm just going to be nipping across the bottom of Netherlands, that little bit that sticks out, the little weird bit. The route today is pretty much going to be very similar for the first half to going towards Denmark, but instead of turning left up the A1, just carry straight on along the A2. No one else is coming. No, cool. It's got a lot busier in here than it was when I parked up yesterday. It's fairly quiet in the port this morning. It's good. Means the roads are going to be fairly quiet as well. Here's our usual lay-by. Stop in here just before the border. Check into Belgium. The first of many border crossings today. Oh, that's going to be a tight fit, is it? Just a little bit. There we go. Wait for you to stop. Entry, driver 1, in country. B for Belgium. Country number 2 for today. to the main menu, in gear, and away we go. Cool. There is a very slight glow on the horizon behind all the clouds, so it's actually starting to get daylight. Okay. Not far from Antwerp, and here is all the traffic. As always, this is one of the reasons why I was thinking about pushing on last night, but it would have meant getting here about 8, 9 o'clock, maybe even towards 10 o'clock, and all the services probably would have been pretty full. A bit of plastic everywhere. That truck has just hit this car. Your car is not disabled, you were driving for a few seconds a minute ago. Taking out the window, taking out the door. What's wrong with you now? Oh, taking out both doors. Both doors and the window taken out. Oh dear. Which way do I want? Eindhoven. Straight on. That's just typical, isn't it? The moment you pull onto a road with an overtaking ban is the exact moment you catch up to someone doing 85 kilometers an hour. And now we're stuck behind them, slowly building up a queue of traffic. I can't see how far back it goes though. Just approaching the border, and it seems that the overtaken ban continues. Awesome. I'm going to pull in here, check into the Netherlands, let's see if I can get past this guy at least. We'll pull over here for a second. He's pulling up over there. Come on. Gin country, Netherlands, okay. And out and away, so is he. Oh well, I'll give him a couple of minutes to get away. Is that enough time? Probably catch up again at some point. Let's go! Here we go. Just about made it to the border. And just as I've made it to the border, who do we catch up with? On 85 kilometre an hour container man. So we can give him a nice big 45-minute break now to get away. I've just about made it here. I'll pull in alongside this one then, and we'll call that first stint done. That gives old container man plenty of time to get away from me. Perfect. Yeah, we're a little bit over halfway towards Hanover. Perfect. Just study the map in a little bit and work out this next little bit around Duisburg, because it's a bit complicated. Keep an eye out for the A3, and then we can't go too wrong, and then it's A2 for the rest of the day. Excellent, excellent. I'll tell you what I haven't done. Entry, driver 1, begin country, D for Germany. In a week's time, it may not be this easy, because apparently next Monday, as of the time of recording, obviously, Germany are reintroducing border controls around the whole country. Don't know if that means, therefore, there's going to be massive tailbacks on the motorways as everything has to slowly get checked and filtered through, or if they're just going to be doing random checks every now and then. Who knows? There we go, 12 euros for an hour of driving through the Netherlands. Hanover, A3. Excellent. We've got signs for it already. Hanover via the 2, yep, that's what I'm expecting. Ah, just what we want. More traffic. It weren't like this last time, was it? I just went straight round and on and away. So who knows how long this is going to go for. That junction's created a bit of a choke point by the looks of it. I can't see in that mirror. There's only traffic near me, not at the minute. These are very, very narrow lanes in these roadworks. There ain't much room between the fence and the car next to you. Follow me. Looks like our old Polish car transport friend has been pulled for a vehicle inspection. I hope you've got a tacho fitted in that, because you're probably over 3.5 tons. Otherwise, there's going to be an issue there, my good sir. You need an escort for a ballast trailer. Really? It's not like it's oversized, it's just heavy, that's all. You don't normally see ballast trailers in the UK with an escort. Each to their own. Here's the junction for the A1 though. That's where he's heading. So Puttgarten, off that way. Bremen, that's what you want to head for. See, this, up to a certain point, is all new territory for me. I've never been on this road before. Up to somewhere. Go Osnabrück, Bad Oeynhausen, or however you say it. This junction here, we are off of new territory and back onto old territory. This is where you'd come along the buses, turn off at this junction, go up and around. Looking at Google yesterday and on the map, it looks like the motorway's all open now. You run up round the back of town and just flow nicely onto the existing bit of motorway. So you have to come off at the junction, then drive through the middle of town. Traffic lights, this, that and the other. It took a fair while some days if the traffic was busy. So it looks like those days are over. No more driving through the middle of town anymore. Rasthofgarbsen, or however you say it. Who knows? I'm not German. But this is us, I do believe. Last services before our junction down to the Messe in Hanover. There's going to be one of the things I need to check. Make sure I can go off at this next junction and down through town. It's not got a weight restriction on it or something, otherwise it's a much longer way around, down, turn back up and in on a little spur route. But it looks alright initially. And where do trucks park? Any clue? Any kind of clue? Hotel and whatnot round that way. Somewhat busy, considering it's early afternoon. Guy's parked quite a way forwards though. So it's going to make getting out quite difficult if he's still there in the morning. Things I need to do: double check the route in tomorrow, message the guy, find out what gate I need to use or what hall I'm in, so it determines what gate I need to use, and then look up the route towards France. Paris specifically. Other than that, I've got all afternoon to sit about, relax, Just have a walk around, see what's in the services, and get ready for tomorrow. Alright, we're getting there, slowly but surely. No word from the guy yet, but this job now seems to have a fourth person on it. Okay, so we've got 2 people leaving from the UK heading to Paris, 1 tipping in the UK in the morning and then heading over, and then me tipping Hanover, heading for Paris. And that's about a 10-hour drive tomorrow, just to get near Paris, not actually to it. So it's going to be a long day tomorrow with all the tipping. So since I've got a quiet period and there's not much going on, I'll show you some of the extra stuff I've now got on the truck, because bureaucrat is going to bureaucrat, and if it ain't broke, fix it. So, DVS, direct vision system, the thing you need to drive in London so you don't run over not motorcyclists, bicyclists, cyclists, lycra warriors, suicyclists, whatever you want to call them. Yes, the current DVS system that we've had for a couple of years now is no longer good enough. So you need to get an upgrade, unless it's like the XG Plus that I drove in the Belfast video. That is new enough that it's got the new stuff already pre-installed on it, and because of that it looks slightly better and hopefully functions a lot better than this stuff does, aka it doesn't. Yes, it squeaks and squawks at everything and anything, including nothing. You can be sat in traffic, cars will drive past, nothing, and then for some random reason it'll just pick one car at random and go meep. I've had cyclists go past, like the one thing it is designed to detect, silence, nothing. So yes, it's about as well implemented as you would expect, as everything is when politicians and bureaucrats are involved. So what do we got? Oh, there's the existing system, the camera and the little speaker squawker thing below it. Those sensors are no longer good enough now. You have to have a new sensor, which I will cut to, and that one is attached to that speaker there. Then there is a sensor out the front, which that box is attached to, and that system should have a switch to turn it off, except my one doesn't. And there's a couple of other trucks that do, but they're them rubbish timer ones. You push it and it just cuts out for 15 minutes and then comes back on, except the 2 trucks that I've pushed the buttons on, it doesn't seem to do anything at all. Also, the system, once you go over about 22 miles an hour, it deactivates and then it reactivates once you drop below that. So every time you drop below 22 miles an hour, so it does that every time you drop below 22 miles an hour. And that's just the self-test, it's not actually detecting anything. So if you're in stop-start traffic, going up and down below 20 miles an hour or whatever, which it was the first day I got it installed, it beeps every few seconds and it's really annoying. As well as someone else that's been tinkering and adding stuff to the truck, so have I. So we now have these 2 switches down here and one up there. So I've got some bars down below and some lights up the top there. So this one down here, flick that off, that turns these lights off down here on the front grille. This switch up here turns the lights off up on the roof there. And the only particular reason that I've done that for is Switzerland, because they are quite picky and choosy when it comes to how things are done. The rules are the rules, and they will go over a truck with a fine-tooth comb. They don't really like anything that's outside of the standard design. So lights are an issue, being ever so slightly too long is an issue, maybe even the DVS on the front could be an issue. That's how funny they can be. In fact, was it this morning I saw Templar European, one of their trucks got pulled at the Swiss border and he got fined for numerous things, one of which was the wrong fuel cap on the fuel tank of the fridge. I don't know why that would be an issue. A fuel cap is a fuel cap surely, but apparently it was the wrong one, so he got Being the Swiss, probably quite a large fine for the wrong fuel cap. It must have been over €100, I would have thought. So yes, to make myself as Swiss legal as possible, I have tinkered and added some switches so I can turn my lights off independently. Because before, turn the lights on and everything came on. So now I can turn it off and still have my lights on.